Hello, this is an official introduction to the Bomb Shelter podcast. My name is Chad, and I am joined by three hooligans, I think is the nicest way to say about you guys.
That's me to you.
That was very nice of you, thank you.
Honestly,
No,
I'm not gonna take that, man. I probably should leave.
Oh, thank God. Nothing of value will be live.
Oh, fuck you,
Welcome
Chad.
to the
You just
Welcome to the Bomb
one.
Shelter podcast. We need a new member, please.
I'd
just
like to
lost
step
one.
up to the role.
We are now advertising.
Guys, that was a joke. That was a joke. I'm staying.
Looking for
Help wanted.
Guys, that was a joke.
help wanted, someone who cares, someone who actually will be my friend, and I don't need to pay to be my friend.
That was a joke, Chad.
I
need those $5.
Don't listen to him in the background. It's like we can still hear him to this day.
I need those $5, Chad. Please.
You don't need the $5, dude. The fact you only charged me $5 is even funnier.
Please.
Oh my God.
Why the fuck do I have Barack Obama following as my first following?
Is it a real account or is it a fake
Don't worry
account?
about it.
That's funny.
That's a little sus.
The real Obama follows ape shit.
You guys want to talk about Lebanon?
What happened in Lebanon?
They devalued their currency by 90%.
How did they pull that off?
I have no fucking clue. But
Oh
they
my
said
God.
they'll start on February 1st.
Wait, what does it mean that they devalued their currency? It's worth less now?
Yep.
So wait,
Holy shit, it is literally at the moment one of those things. 10th, 100th, 1000th, a 10,000th, 10,000ths of a US dollar.
10,000s?
Yes, it is 0.00066 US dollars. Is a single Lebanon pound.
Yikes.
That is a yikes.
So it's basically going the way of the mark?
The way of the
Yeah,
Venezuela.
they're trying to, I guess, it looks like they're trying to save it. Yeah, they are. They're trying to make sure.
They're not doing a good job.
That is true. That is, they are not doing anything well. Besides the currency thing, I'm just insulting the country of Lebanon right now as we speak. In fact, I'm looking at your flag. That shit looks like a child drew that.
Where is
Tree.
Lebanon?
It's in the Middle East.
Hold on.
Go boy, you're giving all of us Americans a bad name, but, I mean, with your map inabilities right now, you're
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
yeah, I'm looking at this flag. Yeah, that child drew that tree, dog.
I don't care if that is like the sacred tree from where like the founder of your country was born from. That tree looks dumb. You need a new one.
They got a city. Oh, wait, no, they don't got a city named Damascus. Never mind. That is a small.
Where Damascus is?
No, that's
Isn't
Syria. my
that
bad.
Israel?
Syria has Damascus.
That is Israel.
Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Okay.
God damn it. I follow up with Roma, but apparently he's wrong. Roma,
Okay.
go back to
So,
school.
for all who don't know, Lebanon is to the east?
It's
No, to the west of
just
Syria.
north of Israel.
Yep.
It's just it's sandwiched between Syria and Israel.
It's the
Yeah, so
country
that's
the UK
Israel.
decided not to bully when they made Israel.
That is true. Yeah, I didn't even know Lebanon was a place.
Oh my God.
What?
Dude, every
You know-
other day, okay, I'm sorry to hijack this, but because of Go Boy's, like, map inabilities, every other day I'm now seeing some foreign person. Why are all Americans dumb at geography? And it's a constant thing. It's like, all you have against America now at this point is our geography ineptitude. And it angers me. Because they keep saying it. They're a bunch of fucking parrots. You say it once, or they hear someone say it once, and they don't shut up.
Well, to be fair, it is pretty hard to memorize all the smaller countries when you're doing
I know.
geography.
They don't care.
How come every European knows every country in the world?
They don't. They act like
That's-
they do, but they always forget some.
They think it's
The
only
vast
Europe.
majority of these people have never even heard of countries like Azerbaijan or fucking Uzbekistan. They just know like the big ones and shit.
Like,
All
let's
these
be
tiny
honest
ass
here,
countries.
man. Like, we have to learn 50 states, 50 state capitals, where these 50 states are, 50 state flags.
States that
order?
also happen to be the size of countries, if not larger.
See, that's the easier thing, is that we can actually see our states except for, like, Rhode Island and Delaware. You guys have, like, Liechtenstein, and I'm like, where is that? It's like in the middle of a country. You have countries in countries.
Yeah, the Vatican City inside of fucking Italy. I don't know. It's just so dumb. Like, Liechtenstein might as well just be, like, Germany at this point. Like, why isn't it?
That is a good question.
Be
Why
unique.
It is in between
guess-
Austria and Germany. What the fuck?
It's different dialects, a little bit more Bavarian, to my knowledge.
Wait, I'm
Other
looking
than
at
that,
Google
just
Maps. I don't
culture.
see where Liechtenstein ends.
Where it ends?
It spans the whole world.
No, okay.
It is all.
You can't see where it
It is
ends and
all
where
Liechtenstein.
Austria starts.
It was always Liechtenstein. Always
Always
was.
been Liechtenstein.
It will be Liechtenstein.
It's like that funny meme where they're in the, or on the moon.
We're on the moon. It's always been Liechtenstein.
Yes.
Always been Liechtenstein.
I'll make sure to put that meme in the thumbnail, by the way.
No, you don't have
That's a
to.
good one. Yeah, I'm doing it. Because I said it.
Okay, you did say it.
It's
You
now
did say
in
it.
lore. It's in writing.
But yeah, I feel like geography is like something that's not that important that Europeans really hype up too much.
Pride themselves on.
Yeah.
I
Because
love
writing
is
geography.
insane.
We literally have the internet and cell phones. If you need to know
Yeah.
where somewhere is, you can just look it up now.
That's literally it. Unless you're like an important person that like needs to do that, then you have no reason to memorize like every like it's a cool thing to accomplish, but you don't need to memorize the entire world map unless it's required.
Why the fuck do I need to know where Armenia is? I'm never gonna go there. I don't have plans to go to fucking Georgia or Syria.
Yeah, fuck the state
Yeah,
of
well-
Georgia.
Yeah.
Fuck the country of Georgia too.
There's no country, it's a state, Chad.
Yeah, it's a state.
There's a country.
No, it's a state.
There's a country.
There's a state, Chad. It's,
Yes,
it's
there's a
directly
state
under
in America.
Russia.
This
Wait,
is going nowhere. Chad,
it's
stop
actually
egging
a
him
state?
on.
It's a state of
What?
It's a state of Russia.
I thought it was its own country.
No, it's its
So
own
there's-
country. I'm fucking.
There's liquids, solids, matters, and then Georgia. Is that what we're getting at?
Yeah, there's
Yes.
also plasmas, but we don't talk about plasmas.
We don't talk about plasma.
There's also the ethereal realm that the scientists like to say isn't real.
The ethereal
upside
realm known
down.
as Serbia.
That's a good one.
Real.
Shit.
Eastern Europe is really weird though. A lot of these countries overlap.
Because they all
Yeah.
used to be a couple of countries, and
They
then
all
those
used to be
countries
one
exploded.
country.
A civil war happened. What should have happened to America happened in those countries.
What are you implying by that,
My-
Chad?
Well, I'm just implying that if Abraham Lincoln wasn't president, we would probably actually be just like
Just
50
like Europe?
different unique countries right now. Yes, we would literally be Europe.
Okay.
Is what I'm implying.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. I thought you were talking about
I think
more recent times.
one of my favorite geographical things is that the entire country of Croatia takes up like the entire coast of the Adriatic Sea, and just is completely keeping Bosnia from being able to like have like any beachgoers.
Yep, I'm seeing that
Like, if
right
you-
now. They literally,
Yeah, if you look at the map, Croatia just said "fuck your beaches, Bosnia." We're taking them.
You guys think half of the internet is filled with Europeans? Because I feel like all they do in Europe is just go to Discord, check Twitter, go to bed, shit, and sleep.
Well, I mean,
They
mathematically.
are a
Oh, go ahead, Chad.
they are a more calm people. Like, you know how like America we're routine, routine, routine. In Europe, it's a lot more like obviously they have a routine, but like they're more comfortable being relaxed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, that's actually fair. I was gonna say I disagree, but no, I have to agree with that.
I could see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
They're a lot more lenient on like
Oh,
day-to-day shit.
Shit. Sorry. Oh boy.
I think it was Joker that was talking about like the unions and shit in Norway and how like lenient they are with vacation time and sick leave and everything. I was like, God, I would love to not live in the United States where I will actually just lose my job and get kicked out of my apartment if I take 3 days off because I've got COVID.
Whoa, Roma. I know you're not just bad-mouthing the best democracy known to mankind. Just because of some sick leave.
I'm bad-mouthing the state of, American monopolies and large corporations.
Okay, I can see that. Don't badmouth the greatest democracy known to man, Georgia.
True. I just wish they had like unions for more shit in the U.S.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like
the working man needs that kind of representation and not just for fucking railroad workers and construction and shit.
Except for maybe like donut workers, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you like work at like a coffee shop. I don't feel like you deserve to be a union.
Yeah, if you're a McDonald's employee, you do not need to unionize.
Like, I'm sorry,
just
dude.
quit.
Like, you don't. Like, here's the thing. It's bakery. It's technically a donut shop, though. It is the easiest effing thing on the planet. The only thing that takes skill is not dropping the coffee.
Which I'm sure you do all the time.
No. It's a skill of how mentally insufficient you are to society.
All right, so basically what you're saying is you need to be euthanized if you drop one coffee.
You need to be euthanized if you're incapable of working at okay, that I can't say that because we have obviously if you are an able-bodied person, there is you are fully capable of doing a push-up. Okay, not a push-up because there's a lot of people who can't, and those are the people I'm talking about.
If you have all your motor functions, is that what you're getting at?
Yes, if you have all of your motor functions and you are incapable of working at a coffee shop or any of not even a coffee shop. It's just any really easy to work at place. Minimal thought is needed. It is just a repeated action over and over again. If you cannot do that, you should not be. You should be put on a deserted island to rot.
Just saying, as they're contributing nothing to society.
Yes.
Okay, I could agree with that.
And I feel like we dealt with one of those people in a recent event. Known only as the Western Australian radioactive capsule incident.
Wait, Australia's...
So what happened there?
Wait, Australia's in trouble again?
Yes, Australia is in trouble. How do I put this in the easiest way?
Can you, by any chance, can you put this in Fortnite terms?
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put it in Fortnite terms.
Yeah, I know our audience really needs this to be in Fortnite terms for sure.
3 on me. He's cracked.
Kevin the
one
Cube
down.
has disappeared. We must find him, but Kevin the Cube is the size of a tiny radioactive capsule.
So it's like
And if
the
we
season
don't
3
save
event.
Kevin the Cube, then someone can activate the incident that blows up the Fortnite world or whatever it's called. The whatever the fuck.
Wait, what you're saying is they're gonna flip the island like they did in Fortnite.
Yes, if we don't,
They're gonna do it again.
we're gonna turn the Earth inside out if we don't find this radioactive capsule.
Okay.
But what basically happened was this mining company basically went through this 870-mile stretch and they potentially lost the capsule, and they believe it had fallen off of a truck. And basically, they didn't know when they lost it. So basically, it's between like the mine itself and the city the truck arrived at, which is a 1,400-ish kilometer, as I said, like 800, 900-mile stretch of open land in Australia. That is where they are looking right now. That is their search area.
Why wouldn't they put like a tracker or something on
It's
it?
super tiny, and I'm going to assume they didn't want to risk breaking the tiny radioactive death capsule. But yes, I feel like it should have a tracker to begin with.
So what
Let's
you're
see.
saying is if we can't find it, we're all fucked.
No, only Australia, right?
Let's see. So it is a mind my pronunciation of science stuff. The cesium-137 ceramic source. It is commonly used in radiation gauges. Emits dangerous amounts of radiation. It could cause skin burns, and prolonged exposure will cause cancer.
Yikes.
So it is dangerous to be around, but I feel like, I don't know, bro, unless you're like a hitchhiker, you ain't doing a whole lot.
You say that until a hitchhiker gets hit with a ton of ionizing radiation and then just dies of acute radiation poisoning.
Focused
After
ionized
5 minutes.
radiation. It's the fucking cancer gun from fucking Harley Quinn or whatever, that animated show.
Oh yeah, I remember what you're talking
When
about.
she shoots the guy with like the cancer ray. It's like, my God, Marty, you have cancer.
Bro, I think you're over exaggerating, man. I think he's just gonna turn into a ghoul or something if he stands out there for too long.
Who's gonna be a glowing one in 5 minutes flat?
He's not even gonna go feral. He's just gonna be a regular ghoul.
He's just gonna walk into town one day and he's like, "Hey guys, what's up?" They're like, "What the fuck are you?"
Yeah, no one in Australia has ever played Fallout, so they wouldn't know.
Nobody in Australia has ever done anything besides get bitten by anything poisonous and also drug overdoses.
No,
from what I've
I know
heard.
an Australian I played Guilty Gear with, so they do have technology at least.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that.
Then again, I don't think he was Australian. I think he might be British, but that's my theory.
Maybe a New Zealander.
Maybe that is a more advanced society.
Yes, the best.
True.
But basically, long story short is that I don't know how they screwed this up. I don't know how. I don't know where. It could possibly be, of course, but I don't know. It just makes no sense, because how do you lose that?
Well, if
Carefully.
you're saying it's very small, it was probably not being held in like proper storage if they lost it. 'Cause I feel like the storage would be like very important if it's that radioactive.
The fact is, it's radioactive material. Why wouldn't you be safe with it? Oh, I just got a little bit of radioactive in this little thing. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, so why?
You fucked up pretty bad there, G.
Speaking of fucking up, God, I legitimately think I've seen the worst Twitch apology in my life. Do you guys know what video I'm talking about?
Who
I
apologized?
am not. Fill me in.
The guy who admitted to jerking off to, like, what's it called? What's it called when, like, it's someone's face photoshopped onto porn?
Deepfakes?
Yes. He basically bought deepfakes. He got exposed to it or whatever. I don't know if it was exposed or he, like, decided to reveal it. But those deepfakes were of his friends, and one of them, I think, was Pokemon.
Oh.
That is something else at least.
It is one of the it is one of the worst here. Wait, let me see if I can find it again. But
Like, how do you look at your friend in the eye after you busted a nut to them? Like, how do you hang
I
out
know.
with someone like that? And also, do you know who? Like, do you know the guy who apologized? Like, does he look like the type of guy who would Be into that kind of stuff?
I'm literally looking this up right now.
Yeah, because...
Where the fuck is it? I think it's Atrioc. I think his name's Atrioc.
Atriac?
I've heard that name before.
I'm trying to... Yeah, so Atrioc issued an apology with, I'm going to assume, his wife crying in the background. And this looks so poor. And it is the toughest minute-long video to watch. If you guys don't want to watch it while doing it, it's okay. But here, wait. I will put it in topics.
Yeah, let's see.
It is very, very tough to watch because it is very fucked up. Because he's basically him revealing he watched deepfakes of like Pokimane and his friends. It is very tough because Twitch chat's like, oh, it's okay. And I'm like, you monster! You terrible human being! You deserve...
Let me ask you this question, Chad. So, if you were to become an influencer, not saying from experience...
Okay. Yeah.
And you see a lot of Rule 34 of this one influencer, and you all of a sudden become an influencer yourself.
I am not attractive to have porn made of.
You are a pretty attractive guy. What are you talking about, Chad?
Rule 34 says different.
I know, right? I won't care.
You are a very attractive guy. I don't know what you're talking about, Chad.
Oh, thank you very much. But I like. It would be weird. It'd be strangely flattering because I'm somehow popular enough that someone would want to look at porn of me. But it's like, I wouldn't, as long as it's like, I don't know, trying to say,
have zero results in Rule 34,
it's like a real story once, and it's like me fucking like a fox or something. I don't know if it's like actual defamation against character, but I feel like I will be fine. I don't think
Again, there are zero results of you as of right now.
Thank you. For
I'm about to make this different. I'm gonna go commission smart real quick.
Okay, if we get to 50k subs, you will
commission the art.
No, you will have my blessing to commission the art.
Will we use the money from the channel, or do I have to pay out of pocket for this?
I feel like it'd be out of your pocket, but if we were to somehow ever get that big, you would do that.
Okay.
And you would get enough money.
I'll keep you to this, man.
Write that down. Write that down.
Let it be known once we hit 50k, exactly when we have the 50k. Thank you to everyone. The Rule 34 will be put up on a shadow website.
Oh my god! Just now I'm checking the Twitter and it's already showing me the same thing as Atriox. Watching deepfake vids.
Yeah, it's very fucked.
It's very weird.
Oh. Alright.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah. Oh yeah, what you were saying, Chad, about like the Twitch chat being like, oh, it's okay, King, and all that.
Yeah.
Never trust Twitch chat with anything. Because you're very much like making an audience that will like back you up no matter what because they think you guys are friends.
That is true.
Yeah, that's
in general, just be rational in general.
Well, here's the thing: you can't expect Twitch chat to be rational because it's the type of people who decided that you're worth enough of time to watch instead of doing their own things.
I want to say it's also the chat, but it's also like the Twitch streamer himself. Like, you just gotta be rational upon things. Do you know what they say and stuff?
Yeah. There's like you gotta just there's some shit you just can't apologize about on the internet, man. At least vocally. You could try to come up with a text for it, but there's some things you could like that. I would never, if I were to ever get to that point in my life and I would do that and I would be that much of a degenerate, then I would never do that vocally. I would never have like me saying I am sorry. It would literally just be a twit longer of me apologizing. That is a lot easier to do than live on Twitch crying, oh, I jerked off to my friend. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for doing something that doesn't involve any of you. and is just a genuine part of my private life.
That's it.
I will now not deal with this privately, and I am apologizing to all of you who are completely unaffected and have nothing to do with this. Just deal with your shit privately.
Yeah, babe. Yeah. That's it. I just don't know why.
But
I
who the
always
hell
try to
wants
go
to do that?
privately. I always, I've had, historically 2 beefs. And one, I went into the fucking, I'm not going to say who, but this was, 2 years ago. And there's, a bigger creator, and I, followed them. They followed me back, strange enough, and I, sent them a message, and I went, and then the second one was some British dude. And he's like, oh, well, you just had your 4th of July school shooting. Shut up. So then I tried to talk to him in DMs, and he told me to fuck off, and then I just went public with it. That was a funny arc. That was a funny arc in my life.
It's always the British.
It always is the British, man.
It has to be the British.
Can we cancel UK from you ever using the internet again?
True.
They basically can't with all of their restrictions, but yeah. Let's push it even further.
Push it even further.
Let's ban the British.
Ban
Ban the
Let's
British
make
from
Chinese
life.
concentration camps.
Whoa!
We're not doing
Whoa,
that.
whoa,
We're not
whoa.
doing that. We're just gonna sink the island.
We're gonna
Just-
sink the
just-
island, the trash island.
Dox the British people even further to Parliament. This is what your people are doing right now. You gotta stop this.
Oh, mamma mia.
There's a lot of people saying Justin Roiland was grooming.
Grooming?
Was he?
I've just heard of
Yeah.
the allegations for,
Domestic abuse.
yeah, that and wrong imprisonment?
Who was
I think
it?
it was.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Justin Roiland.
Justin Roiland.
Rick and Morty guy?
Oh, shit. I never got into that. I, think I, took, a 2-week break from, Twitter, and then, I got back on or whatever, and Justin Roiland just got fired. I'm like, who?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know much of the details. I just know that he got fired from Cartoon Network, so I think Dan Harmon now just owns the show. And they're going to keep doing
He's gonna be the next Ren and Stimpy guy. That fucking weirdo.
Oh, yeah, John Cusack, I think is his name?
Uh,
Or is that I'm thinking of a different guy?
something. Krish Felucci.
Oh, then who's John Cusack?
John Cusack is an actor.
Okay,
He
I
does
apologize,
movies and
John
shit.
Cusack, for wrongfully implying
John
that you're a
Cusack
weirdo.
die?
That he...
Okay, but yeah, all I know is Rick and Morty's gonna keep airing, and they're just gonna find a replacement for Justin Roiland to do the voices.
Bro, they're pretty much just replacing Rick and Morty with Smiling Friends. It's all but Smiling Friends.
I
Is
hope
it?
they do.
I haven't seen much about
They just
Smiling
actually
Friends.
they just gave them the okay to make a Twitter account and everything, unless that's someone else just pretending to be them.
No, that's
But-
It
not.
might be someone else.
I think
Then
Psychic
I'm gonna-
Pebbles
Then,
talked
yeah,
about it.
because Rick and Morty's big presence was Twitter too, and I feel like they're gonna do exactly that with Smiling Friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
you guys seen the announcement that with the new Twitter that they announced that they're hiring more people to work on season 2 for Smiling Friends.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
and I was gonna say, so we're guaranteed to get another season.
They
Which
should
is-
just bring a few YouTube celebrities.
Well, I assume they're gonna
But not
do that.
a lot of them. Not a lot of them.
I
you know?
assume they're gonna do
You
that
know
like they did in season 1, where they're cameos.
Yeah.
But they're just getting
I think-
animators and different designers to help out to make the process faster.
Oh, dude. Fuck. What's his name? It's the one dude that does the mocap, but in more cartoonish way. Forgot what it's called.
The mocap.
Yeah,
Not sure what you're trying to say, man.
but it's I don't want to say cell shading. I forgot his. I think I have him subbed, but I know it would be cool if I see a fucking cameo of that dude. I don't know what it's called, but he has a lot of clips of his making shit stuff. He's the one that did I want to say after you finish the entire game 100% of an RPG, and then you just look at a life of an NPC, and so I don't fucking know what his name is called, but goddamn.
Yeah, speaking about that, what YouTubers do you guys think should be in the next season of Smiling Friends as like cameos?
I still want a Chris Chan one.
Christian, do you think that's still possible?
Maybe.
I mean, they probably could
kinda
pull some
ugly.
strings.
It's kind of ugly,
Joel
but
Haver.
they got. Oh yeah, Joel Haver too.
I don't know. I don't know if they want a dude who apparently raped his mother to be on that, but you know, anything would surprise me at this point.
Yeah.
No, they would definitely pull a Chris Chan reference, or at least like an Easter egg.
Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is going to be in season 2.
The real Mr. Beast or the fake
Yes,
Mr. Beast?
yes, both of them. I feel like both of them will make a cameo. That actually
Hopefully.
be really cool, and they're like twin characters.
They're like the twins from Bullet Train, where they don't look alike. They're just called the twins.
Yes.
Lemon and Tangerine.
Dude,
Yep.
I fucking love
Those were the
Lemon
best
Tangerine.
characters in the whole
I
movie.
love those
Yeah,
two.
they were. That was a really good movie. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna say I really like Mudahar, and I really hope they finally get him in Smiling Friends as like a voice.
They might have Mudahar, honestly.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
And or Wendigoon.
Oh yes, Wendigoon.
All I'm saying, Chad, you should get Wendigo on the podcast.
I
Get
mean,
your
I'll hit him
connections.
up.
True.
I haven't really, I don't really think he uses TikTok a whole lot anymore.
That's fair enough.
He had all of his videos up too and everything. He was consistently making stuff, and they just randomly stopped. I'm gonna assume he saw like shit on the app, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do this."
Yeah, to be fair, it's not for everyone, so I understand why he decided to like pivot away from it.
He still has it because he still comments. 'Cause he like once in a while on videos, and that's how I'll know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still send him videos, and he likes them from time to time. So I feel like I don't know. It's cool that he knows I exist. I guess.
That's better than
They
most
should
of
get
us. man.
Dax Flam.
But yeah.
They should totally have Dax Flame as a reference.
Who's Dax Flame? I don't think I've ever heard of him.
He's the fucking, he's, he was in a lot of fucking stuff. I remember he was in 22 Jump Street as an Easter egg. He was basically a part of one of iDubbbz's videos where he does this fucking thing called, I don't fucking know. He did an Ice Cream Man thing. I don't know. I'm looking at it right now. I don't see much.
Well, you looked at that, man. Speaking of iDubbbz, how about that new Creator Clash that's coming up soon?
Oh yeah.
I have no interest
hype as
in
fuck.
that.
I think the lineup's not as good as last year. Honestly, no one I
think
really
so?
recognize that isn't a repeat from last year.
Yeah, I didn't know half of the people on there, if I'm being honest. But
Chad, you should be in Creator Clash.
Fuck it, I'll fight anyone. I really
He'll fight
don't care.
Boogie. He'll fight Boogie.
I'll fight anyone. Dude. No, dude, I don't think you understand this shit. Like, I'm currently overweight as fuck. I will lose 100 pounds in a month.
No, keep it. You gotta fight Boogie.
You gotta
Well,
fight
I
Boogie,
mean, how
bro.
am I going to train for the fight? Boogie
Jiu-jitsu.
said I know Boogie will probably not actually do it, but it'd be super funny to see Boogie's like weight loss transformation be exactly the same, and then there's me getting ready for the fight of my life.
He's just gonna bring a gun. He's just gonna bring a gun to the ring.
He's gonna
Oh,
break
he's got a
that
gun.
gun.
He's gonna give a
He's
warning
got a gun.
shot.
I was just gonna say this, man. If Boogie does actually ever fight someone, he better do the They better do the cowboy shooter fingers. And blow
Oh,
everything
as he's
in,
walking in. Play
No. After they beat him in the
okay.
fight, they
No,
do the fucking cowboy gun.
Boogie's got
yeah.
zero hip fire accuracy, so I don't know.
It's
That's
Boogie's
true.
intro for walking into the ring. They should play Big Iron. You know how Harley Morrison was like the sauce boss? Walking in.
Oh my
You should
god!
have like a
dude.
cowboy hat and a revolver walking in.
True.
That would be funny.
But yeah,
Just constantly making fun of him for that.
yeah.
They should have Scott the Wilds and create a clash.
You think Scott could
Actually,
take a punch?
Hell no.
Scott
Hell
does not
fucking no.
look like
Bro
he
will
would even-
shatter into glass.
Scott will actually be Glass Joe.
Literally glass for punch
I
out.
love him. I love the man. He seems so nice, but he does not seem to be, even with training, he will be very he will have to I feel like with training, he will actually turn into like a six-pack Chad, but like, you know, I just don't know what he's like personally.
I
So
feel
it's
like
a wild card.
even
Let's
then
just
with
get
training,
Linus.
Oh.
Get Linus Tech Tips versus Tyler 1.
That's not gonna happen.
Okay, that's a good one.
those-
It's funny because Linus is fucking like twink built and Tyler 1 is built like actual like younger Schwarzenegger.
No, he should fight Gamers Nexus, bro. That would be a good fight. Any other tech reviewer or fucking what's his fucking name? Mark ass Bradley.
Right, Tyler 1 versus Dr. Disrespect. I would like to see
Okay, that would be a
happen.
baller fight. I'd see that.
I don't know. I feel like they could have got more people, but then again, I don't know who half these people are, so I don't know if they're popular or not.
I'm planning on going mainly for the festivities
Yeah, that
more
does
than
sound
anything.
You get to finally meet your influencers.
You're gonna
Yeah,
finally,
Charlie's gonna be there.
you
Yeah,
get
he's gonna be
finally
an announcer.
within 500
He will
feet of your friend, of your online internet friend.
You're gonna be like, "Oh, I remember you. I was in the official podcast." So he's gonna be like, "What?"
Oh,
The what?
You should be like,
What are
Charlie,
you talking about?
Charlie, big fan. I've been there. I've been there since
since yesterday.
I've been here. I've been a fan since yesterday.
I gave you $5. Please love me.
I give you $5. Can I have my refund?
Can I get
Your
those
server
$5 back?
sucks.
Give me my $5. Your members suck ass.
I hate your fans.
Don't-
One of your
Base.
members almost doxed my info. Can I have my money back?
True. This is a true thing that happened.
They should get the Act Man on the Creator Clash. I'm just saying.
I feel like he'd be great as
For
like
real.
a commentator. I don't know. I'm looking at these fights. None of them are as like outrageous as last year's. Like Aaron Hansen versus Harley Mornstein. Dad versus Matt Watson. There's clearly fights that were like stacked against each other.
I have a perfect last second edition. It's I don't know. I feel like none of you know who either of these two are, but it's basically a content creator's dad who's also a content creator, and his name is Thog Dad. Basically, the content creator name is Thog, and he's just his dad, you know. And
Yeah.
then there's this other YouTuber named Vize or whatever. So they're both FIFA YouTubers. So it makes sense why you guys don't know them, but
Ew.
it's funny because they're beefing over oh my god, they're beefing over like one of the most menial things yet, and I think it's because Thogdad like was talking about fucking sports, I think, and he just brought in this poor guy's just daughter into the conversation. They're like now they're like made like 3 or 4 videos off of each other already. It is the funniest shit yet. Because it just keep going. It keeps going down the hill.
We need to get that I'm going to break my monitor, I swear, guy on the fucking Creator Clash.
I'm going to break my monitor. I swear.
Just get all the people from like video game rage compilations together to fight.
That's funny.
Yeah, we should get like a competitor to create a clash. Well, we could get like all the Twitch streamers who usually don't. Cause I feel like Creator Clash is mostly YouTubers.
Yeah, we should have
It
demo at
is.
least.
What I want to do is I want to
XQC.
actually I want to bring in motherfuckers who hate each other, not randoms. I want beef.
You want to settle
if-
beef?
if they had beef the previous 365 days, they're invited.
But I
Duke
feel
it
like
out.
I feel
Duke
like
it
there
the
has to
fuck
be a
out.
way like we have to like filter it out where it's not gonna be stacked fights, where like they're not in the same weight range.
Well, then I won't invite them.
Okay, well, that kind of lowers like the amount of people you could like have in.
Well, I'll probably do like a 10 because these things don't happen often where they actually become something big. You know what I mean? They're usually just 2 or 3 tweet long scraps, and then they move along, and then they probably completely forget about each other, and then just become friends after that.
Yeah.
You know who needs to fight? Snoop Dogg and Jablinski Games.
Why?
Because they're both A-list celebrities, and that also do fucking
fair
content
enough.
creation.
Wait, isn't just
You could have
Blinsky Games
fake
just
Mr.
Jack Black?
It is Jack
Why did
Black
you just say
versus
Jack Black?
Snoop Dogg. Because he's Jablinski Games on fucking YouTube.
But
Just
he's
say
also-
Jack Black like a normal person.
You could have just said
God.
Tenacious D, and we could have had both Kyle Grass.
Yeah, you
and-
could have said Tenacious D as well.
That's not fair. Okay, that's literally just like
It would be a
fighting the
2v1. It'd
fucking
be Kyle Grass and Jack Black versus Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg versus the Foreskin duo in Elden Ring is what you're getting at here.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg could do
That's
it.
not a fair fight. He probably
He was
could.
literally a bishop once. Have you seen that?
Snoop Dogg has been everything ever.
Yeah, I love that. Bishop Snoop Dogg is great.
True. It's Snoop Dogg, but he's in a German commercial for some product I don't remember.
You guys remember when Snoop Dogg tried streaming and it didn't work?
Yeah.
Like,
It was muted the whole time.
Yeah, and he got mad. I think he was just playing NFL something. I just can't remember what he was playing.
He's either goated at Warzone or he has somebody playing for him while he's commentating.
That's all he really does now.
Yeah,
True.
I mean, more power to him. He's rich. He has unlimited clout.
He's literally goated.
He's literally goated. Put him back in COD.
Put it
Really?
back in COD.
Bring him back.
No one played Vanguard. Put him in an actual real game like Modern Warfare 2.
Put them in Tekken.
Yeah.
Put him in Tekken,
Tekken.
yep.
Put Snoop Dogg in Guilty Gear, please.
Shut up,
Put him in
Goldblade.
Soul Calibur.
That would actually, yeah, I feel like either Soul Calibur or Guilty Gear will do Snoop Dogg.
That would be kind of fun. And
What
cool.
would Snoop Dogg's weapon be? Because Soul Calibur, you
A
need like
blunt.
a weapon.
A
A
blunt,
blunt.
Just
yeah.
not, like how? Like is it like a giant
Oh,
A
he
blunt?
would
big
just use
blunt.
his fire. He would use his fire.
Mm.
He'd
When
have
he
a
casts
fire
fire
I
on
feel like that'd work
blunt.
more.
blunt.
I feel like that'd
Yes,
work more in Guilty
it's like
Gear.
a lightsaber. It's like a lightsaber.
Exactly, yeah.
The
You
blunt
hold-
saber.
You hold it like a lightsaber. Like the blunt is long enough so you hold 2 hands on it, and then like the fire, like the flame from the blunt, goes up. And if you want, you can make it like weed green. It's even
Oh,
funnier.
that's true. And you can
And
use
he's
it
got
to
a
like
bunch
the blunt
of
you use the
saber.
smoke to do combos.
Yeah. See.
Oh,
See?
that's pretty
Fucking
good.
good.
And you can put the enemy in like a state where like they're like getting a slight buzz, and that makes them like slightly slower by like a frame or two.
Yeah.
Little debuff.
A little debuff, yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. Arc Systems, there's your character right there. That or Bandai Namco, whoever wants to get on it first.
It should have
True.
Snoop Dogg in the next Smash game.
Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 5. Let's get it done.
Let's get it done.
Let's get it done.
For some reason, he's gonna be in the next My Hero fighting game. I don't know why.
Oh lord. I
Yeah. Speaking of anime fighters, have you guys noticed that most of them are like garbage?
yes.
So I don't buy
Yes
them.
they are.
Apart from like probably the Ninja Storm series, they tend to be
And
like
then-
cheap cash-ins.
Ninja Storm do kind of go off, but fucking I wish they would make like an actually good like I want like an open world anime RPG where they actually do it good.
That's kind of
Genshin's the closest thing that anybody has to that, and that game's just so fucking mid and full of pedophiles.
well. The thing
Yeah,
is,
like you, Roma.
thing is, man, just skip the Genshin part and just say you could have just said it was Breath of the Wild does it good.
True, that is completely true. But I wish they would do like a One Piece game but you know,
They
Don't
have
worry, guys.
tried.
Breath of the
world
Wild 2 is
and
releasing
good.
on May 10th, 2023.
Breath of the Wild's coming.
I really hope that new One Piece Odyssey, I think is what it's called. I hope that actually ends up being good.
It's already out.
It just released.
It did it?
Yeah.
Hold on,
Did you know it's
I'm
a turn-based
checking this
RPG?
Oh,
Like,
never
unironically,
mind.
did you know?
No, I didn't know that.
No one knew until release that it was a turn-based RPG. I don't think they ever said that the combat would
They
be
never
turn-based.
announced it. That's the thing.
No, they did
They
announce it
knew
a while
nobody
back
would
as an
want
open world
it.
game. But it
They-
turns out the
I'm pretty
combat's
sure.
turn-based.
That's
They
actually
knew
funny.
that they would lose buyers if they announced that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit look kind of like ass. Actually, no, it doesn't look that bad.
I mean, turn-based games are fun, but I don't know, the One Piece universe never struck me as one that'd be great for turn-based combat.
Yeah.
No, this should literally just be like Genshin but good and a One Piece.
And also
mean, like
not
Breath of the Wild?
greedily monetized.
True.
Oh yeah, they would absolutely, dude. Dude, you know the amount of money they would sell for like the outfits of like the chicks?
Yeah. Unfortunately, that would. Oh God.
What do you mean, Roma?
just gave them an
You'd
idea,
be their
Roma.
number one buyer.
Yep.
Wow.
Roma,
No, totally not.
Roma,
swear.
I see you busting out your debit card right now.
Yeah, you just got a
Debit
new
card
credit
that I
card
don't have.
just now.
I don't want to talk about it.
You're busting out your debit card to buy more One Piece skins.
I'm not.
You're
I'm
buying
not.
the
I see
female
it in your
skins.
hand right now.
Nope. No, you don't.
Man, anime games tend to usually be just cheap cash grabs. Like,
Yeah, gotcha's just a little bit too popular when it comes to that genre.
well, not even that. Like, I don't know. Even when they're good, they're just retelling the story. Like, I heard Kakarot was really good. You know, the Dragon Ball game. But it just retells the
No,
story
I'm
of
not
the
familiar
anime.
with that. Yeah, but that's literally all of like Ninja Storm 4 and I think Xenoverse as well.
Oh, I don't think Xenoverse tells a different story. It uses stuff from like the existing stories, from what I've seen, but also changes stuff around to tell.
That's
like, a whole new
another
story.
anime game that I've actually heard is pretty good. I thought about getting it at some point. The first one, I haven't heard too great of things about 2.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm not a Dragon Ball fan. I haven't watched a single episode of it my whole fucking life, but
Good
the
thing you're
game
not
looks
Mexican,
fun.
man. You would have been killed.
True.
You would have been beheaded by the cartels for hating Dragon Ball.
Look, I'm just a little Romani boy that likes fucking One Piece and Naruto.
If
alright?
you talk even a hint of slander about Neon Genesis
Yeah.
Evangelion in Mexico,
Never
you
seen
would
it.
be beheaded twice.
Yeah, honestly, it's Evangelion and Dragon Ball. They're like the biggest things in Latin America, and I love it because both of them.
Isn't Naruto one of them?
It's not as big.
No.
Oh,
I love
okay.
Evangelion and I like Dragon Ball. I haven't like watched all of it, but I enjoy what I've seen. So I'm glad that these shows really pop off in Mexico because I love seeing like the mural arts of like Goku at his taco stand.
Fucking
It's really
Shinji
fucking
at his
fun.
taco shop.
Yep. Feliz Jueves with Oscar. Bro, I love that.
I love that shit so much. It's so funny to see. It's also like really like heartwarming and cute, I guess.
Yeah, it's
some
weird
way
how
to put
Latin
it.
America is like the only culture that does that. Like they just appropriated anime and they really enjoy it to the point that they put it into their own culture.
I know they
It's
appropriate a
always
lot of
something-
Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
I think about that a lot, like how like we are in America versus how we look at other cultures, but like how do other cultures view other cultures? Like how would somebody from Saudi Arabia, like what do they think about like, you know, Latin Americans, that culture?
That is a good question.
I always wonder about that kind of shit.
Yeah, culture is always a weird thing to think about because your perspective it's always drawn from your own culture, so you don't really have like a standard way of viewing it.
I find it really interesting to kind of like look at it from those kinds of angles. Like, if I was born in Germany, how would I look at Mongolian culture or some shit like that?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. Yeah, as an American, I look at everything. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. We've got a little bit of that here. We got a little bit of everything, but
Yeah, we just don't
you know,
pivot too much into anything. We're just like a generalist kind of thing.
right. And that's kind of the unfortunate part, in my opinion, is like everything just kind of becomes Americanized to some degree. You're not getting like the full experience of like, for example, if I have like an Italian neighbor, I'm not getting like the full Italian experience if I go over and have dinner with them or anything.
You'll get
I'd
some of
like
it,
that.
but
Yeah, but I'd like to get like the full experience and learn the culture and everything.
I mean, I got a friend who could give you the full Italian experience if you know what I mean.
What do you mean by that?
Stromboli blowjob. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. You stuck on my noodle.
I'm allowed to make fun of Italians. I'm Italian.
I am not. But I don't care.
I feel
Roma
like
gave me the
Gilboy
Italian
is
pass.
partially Italian.
Roma gave me the
just
What'd you
thinks
say,
he's
Chad?
Italian because he eats a lot of SpaghettiOs as a kid.
Remember, guys, I gave Roma the Mexican pass. He gave me the Italian pass. It's a symbiotic relationship.
Exactly. My great grandmother was Sicilian.
Both my parents are Mexican, so it's an even closer. for me.
I'm Italian on my mother's side and Roma Gypsy on my dad's side, but both sides also have German.
Oh, speaking of which, I gotta put away my wallet.
That you do.
I cannot
Sorry,
trust
bud.
a Roma Gypsy.
I snagged a quarter while you weren't looking.
Joke's on you, I don't carry quarters. That's a Chuck E.
Yeah, you
Cheese
Not
don't.
token.
anymore, you don't. They're all mine.
That's a Chuck E. Cheese token. Check again.
Go boy takes quarters
Good, I
for
love
his
Chuck E.
laundromat.
Cheese's.
I get paid in quarters like Mordecai and Rigby. You get a baggie full of quarters at the end of my shift.
And then you have
Yeah,
to
well-
beat Billy Mitchell in an arcade game.
If you win, his head fucking explodes,
It
and his
turns
son
into
will
mayo.
haunt you.
I always thought as a kid when he blow up his head, the entire bot intestines are all just mayo.
Yeah, they never
Everything
explain why he
is-
did that, but he did it.
No, they never explain
It's-
what the liquid is.
Yeah,
It's regular show. They don't ever explain anything.
they do. They literally
True.
said we have to make sure that this horse passes its U.S. history exam, or else the whole Earth would explode.
You have to learn how to eat a death sandwich, right?
Dude, that's such a great show.
Oh, speaking
Timeless.
of like regular show and all that, you guys heard that? I mean, this is old news, but JG Quintel, or is it JG? J.
Yeah, it is. It's J.G. Quintel.
Yeah, his show on Hulu, HBO Max got canceled a while back. Close enough?
The adult one?
Yeah,
Yeah, the adult one.
it got canceled a while back.
It's okay, to be honest.
I
Wasn't
I
heard
didn't hear
bad,
about that.
It wasn't really bad. It's more like it's got the similar flavor to it. It's just like if you've already watched regular show, it's like, where are the characters? Because they kind of use the same art style as the regular show. It's just
Yeah.
it just feels a little off for me, in my opinion. Overall, it's a great show.
Oh, speaking of creators of animated shows going from a kids show to a more adult theme, have y'all seen Midnight Gospel?
No, what is that?
No.
It's from the people behind Adventure Time. It's a little bit more adult. Just imagine like I think it's 10 episodes, and they're all in like a podcast format. And the whole show is basically like this one dude named Clancy, and he uses like this weird machine to go to different like planets in the universe and records a podcast while talking to them, like a specific person on said planet. And it's all like philosophy and deep shit, and like in the background like a whole bunch of crazy shit's happening. Like the first episode, for example, he's interviewing the president of Earth in a different universe when there's a zombie apocalypse, and it's like a bunch of apocalyptic zombie shit going on in the background, but they're just having this nice, calm conversation about philosophy during it. And it's like, it's funny, it's emotional at times, like the last episode of it's extremely depressing, but it's like overall a fantastic show that really gets you like thinking about shit.
All right. You said Midnight Gospel is what's it called?
Yeah. Yeah, Midnight Gospel on Netflix. I highly
I've seen a
recommend it.
trailer of this.
All right.
It's
That's
really
pretty much
good.
it.
Yeah, might have to watch it, man. Making it sound pretty good.
Hey, we can do like a night on the server to watch
Another
it.
watch-along.
True.
Oh, speaking of watch-alongs, you guys got any predictions on what's gonna happen on Vinland Saga? Because we haven't watched since like
I
episode
have
2.
no clue, dude. I have no clue. I have no idea.
Dude, we've been 2 weeks off of Vinland, dude. We need to get back. Also, we've been missing out on Nier Automata.
I feel like Nier's something we can put off
True.
because it's like already a story that's already understood.
I guess.
It's just the story of the game, right?
I never played the game.
I didn't either,
yeah, I
so
didn't
that's
either.
why I was watching with y'all.
I only played the first mission, and the first mission ends when the first episode ends. So that's all my knowledge of the Nier story.
We gotta keep watching then, so we get the full story.
Oh, I'd
Exactly.
rather just play the game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Roma, why don't you stream the game to us?
I don't know.
We'll
Oh,
make
yeah.
our own anime. We'll give them voices and stuff.
We'll make it the
I
X
do not
arm
own
of
it.
Well-
Nier.
We'll make our own real-time dub. We'll be like that one Sonic guy. About like
Oh,
Eggman
we're gonna
pissing
do
on the
fucking
moon.
Snap Cube dubs, dude.
Yep,
Oh
we're
my
gonna make our own
God.
Snap Cube dub.
We need to have Mac in this though. If we're gonna have a female, we're just gonna have her a little bit of
the
it.
token female.
Exactly.
The diversity hire.
Diversity, exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah, we
If you
should
guys
do that
don't
one
know,
day.
Mac is the mod of the server.
Oh yes, our viewers do not know the context for this
But
Mac
please ignore.
fellow.
Please
Our
ignore.
viewers don't even exist yet. What are you talking about? They're a figment of
They
your
will be.
imagination.
They will be.
No, this is all in your head, 8-Bit. You gotta wake up.
I'm shilling all my subscribers to subscribe
8-Bit,
to
the bombs
bomb
dropped
shelter.
weeks ago. You gotta wake up.
No.
Wake up.
You
We
gotta
did not
wake
up.
drop shit. No.
You gotta wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
That's a good song.
Very
good song.
Alright.
Okay.
Never even heard it.
You guys think the season, the middle entire Adventure Time series fell off?
Adventure
Fucking
Time
me
never fell off.
It was
Shit
always
got even
great.
better.
It's got a little bit better. For me, it fell off.
But I am not a fan of like weird homo shit
No,
like
it's
constantly
not
showing
that.
up in a show. Then what is it? What's fucking wrong with it then?
I don't know. I see the quality of it. It went off by like a slight, a sliver of just the quality going down.
I can't agree with that.
Because it doesn't
dude.
go the same. It doesn't go the same way as fucking season 1 through 5.
I don't pick it up what you're putting down, fellow.
I don't know.
Yeah, what do you
I
mean?
just
What
think it
was
fell
wrong
off.
with it?
Oh, it went off into like a whole tangent of things, in my opinion.
I don't know. I think peak Adventure Time was the first few seasons and like the Lich and all that shit.
See, that was
Personally.
peak. That was peak, 100%. I agree
That was
with you
when
with
they were
that.
trying to
Huh.
find themselves. Like, it was kind of all over the place.
The only thing I didn't like in Adventure Time was that whole arc of like love triangle with Princess Bubblegum and the Fire Princess and all that shit that just kind of happened.
Speaking of,
like,
dude,
it's not bad.
Speaking
For
of
me-
Princess
Not
Bubblegum,
bad.
at the exact moment was the fucking Flame Princess breaking up with Finn. That's like the exact moment where it fell off to me. Because I just did not get it.
I don't know. Overall, the show's fantastic. Like I would watch it all over again. But
Well, I would too.
obviously there's not always going to be parts of the show that you enjoy as compared to like the rest,
Yeah.
but it still holds up.
But yeah, speaking of Princess Bubblegum, I've not seen anyone talk about this, but you guys noticed that Princess Bubblegum was grooming Finn this whole
Horrible.
time? She's
Yeah.
like
She was
3,000 years
horrible.
old to like a 16-year-old boy trying to.
My brother in Christ, she's an actual criminal.
She's an actual groomer.
Yeah, I remember like watching an entire like synopsis on why Princess Bubblegum was just a horrible character in person.
True.
I think one of my like the best parts of it, all of Adventure Time, was like the whole like Ice King and Marceline shit that happened.
See, that was
that
fucking,
whole backstory.
that was
Simon and
gold.
Marcy, that was always fun.
Yeah, it's just. God, I love how like for a kids show, just how deep in like they went with like lore and backstory and shit.
Yeah.
And I got to like parts that were like, I don't know if I'd necessarily want my 7-year-old kid to like see this, I guess. But like it like managed to have like a little bit more of like a mature theme while also keeping it kid friendly.
Yeah. I see what you're trying to point out.
Oh,
it
dude,
was
do you
such a good show.
do you guys remember Bravest Warriors?
I never really watched that.
I think I've watched
That's-
like one episode, and I've always wanted to watch the show, but I couldn't. But it is pretty fire. It's pretty much just
Is
Adventure
any-
Time, but in space.
Isn't it like the same cast? It
I've-
was
I-
like
I've
Channel
seen
Frederator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen stuff about it. I just never watched it. But speaking about Bravest Warriors, you know, you guys know your favorite Fearless hero, right? Puss in Boots.
Yeah, what about
Yes.
I mean, most of us in the podcast have already seen the movie. You guys want to give it a review, or you want to wait on Roma?
I mean, it's just a great movie. You should watch
solid
this
9
out
out of
like
10.
that.
I'd say like a 9.5.
Let's say it's a 10.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's a really good movie.
I don't
Great
doubt
pacing.
you. Yeah.
It was pretty funny overall. Like there's some pretty funny moments. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing felt out of place, honestly. Nothing like none of the dialogue felt awkward or anything.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
I wish
Roma?
y'all had Oh, I haven't seen it, so I have no opinion.
Nope. You gotta have an opinion.
I'm sure it's a fantastic movie. I'm excited to watch it at some point. I wish y'all had been there to see the movie that me and Casper watched, The Little Prince.
What's that
Kinda-
about?
It's a movie based on a book called The Little Prince, and it's kind of like a little girl whose mother is like always her mother's like really, I guess, uptight and is always focused on getting her daughter to like a super good school and is always forcing her to like, you know, keep a schedule and do all this adult shit. And like they move into a house and next door is like an old man, and like the neighborhood that they live in is super like modern and kind of dull and gray, and I guess like the old man's house next door is all raggedy and wooden and shit. That's kind of irrelevant. So like the little girl ends up befriending the old man, and he tells her the story of the Little Prince, and it's like this whole movie that takes you on like this. It's like it's in a kids movie,
Like
but it's
kids,
the entire
kids, or
movie.
is it-
To me it's a kid movie, but the entire like the Little Prince story and everything is kind of like a metaphor for like life and death and all that, and it was one of the best animated movies I've seen since I was like 6 years old, with like Brother Bear and Lion King and all that shit. Like this movie was genuinely amazing.
Had you cried?
I wish I had watched it sooner. I almost cried at one point during this movie, and that's not something that can easily happen to me.
Damn.
When was the last
Like,
time you guys
it was-
almost cried in a movie?
I don't know.
Shit.
Let's watch Coraline.
I haven't seen that in years. I need to rewatch
Yeah,
that.
me
With that.
I could tell you guys right now. You guys are gonna call me a weeb and all that for saying this, but I almost cried at the Demon Slayer movie because I was with some friends.
Interesting.
You've seen the Demon
you're a
Slayer
beta
movie,
male.
right, Roma?
No.
Do you know anything about Demon Slayer?
I've seen the first few episodes of it. It's pretty good, but I'm just kind of burnt out of anime, so I wasn't able to get into it all that much.
Okay, then I won't say well, it almost made me cry, but
Yeah.
it was a pretty good scene. If it's something that was told beforehand, and if I wasn't told, I would have actually cried. But since I already knew it was coming, it still felt sad, but not enough to make me cry.
We're talking most recent.
Yeah, most
You know
recent.
that probably this movie that I'm talking about. The only other time, the only other two times I can think of a movie making me cry or almost cry were Saving Private Ryan and was The Great Gatsby actually.
Saving Private
Great
Ryan's
Gatsby
not
actually-
as sad as The Little Prince. That's all I'm saying.
The Great Gatsby actually did make me cry at the end.
Really? What is The Great Gatsby?
Yeah.
I've never seen it before.
You've never,
I-
God, that's
You
I
haven't read
haven't
it
seen
either?
it, so it's kind of hard to
No,
explain.
Chad, you know me. I'm too stupid to read.
It's a fantastic movie. You
No,
should
well, I got
watch
a
it.
question for you.
Oh.
Does your family always whenever you guys watch a movie and then after the sad part, you guys are teasing each other, thinking, "Oh, you're crying, you're crying."
No.
I don't tend to
Really?
watch movies with my family.
I
Interesting.
can't watch movies because I'm blind.
Chad, you are
Let's
not
laugh
blind.
at Chad for being blind.
Hell.
Nah,
What's
but
the
yeah,
movie that made you cry, Chad?
it was Shrek 1. He was weeping at the end of Shrek 1.
I was weeping at the beginning of Shrek 1.
So beautiful.
He
He cried
wept
at the
through the
part when
whole movie.
All Stars started playing.
He rewatches that scene every night before he goes to bed, so he feels something.
Gotta feel something.
Yeah. For me, crying during movies, a lot of the time it ends up being a war movie that does it.
You said vor? What's wrong with you, man?
War.
No, I heard
War.
What the?
There's something wrong with you.
you.
You're almost
better
into
than-
Yeah,
vor?
those-
What the fuck?
War movies, The Hills Have Eyes and any zombie movie.
Yep. It's the exact thing I was thinking of.
Zombieland made me cry. 1 and 2.
Really?
I
The
forgot there was a
second one made
second-
you cry?
No, I'm joking.
This is a
Okay,
joke.
God.
This is part of a joke. I've never actually seen all of Zombieland or Zombieland.
I only
2.
watched the first and second one. Second one was
What do you
kind of
mean only? Those are the only 2 movies.
Yeah, well, there could have been a spin-off.
I've never seen all of Zombieland 1. I think I only saw the
They're
beginning.
good movies.
I hear they're good movies. I don't
First
remember.
one's
They're
good.
not
Second one is
amazing. Yeah, the first one's definitely the best, without a doubt. Two was pretty good, but yeah. I would say, you're not necessarily missing out on not seeing them, but I do recommend the first one.
Yeah. Well, the first one's iconic. People still talk about that movie.
I don't hear people talk about Zombieland, if I'm being honest.
Me neither.
Every now and again, because I follow a lot of, cinephile and movie shit on, Instagram. Every now and again, I'll see a clip from Zombieland.
Thus, it's iconic.
I'm like,
They even can clip it.
It is. And I don't know.
What I've been meaning to watch is what's it called? Hot Fuzz. You've heard of that movie, right?
I've definitely heard of it, but I have not seen it.
We should watch it one night.
We should.
It's made by,
Shaun of the Dead.
It's made
as
by
well.
the same guy who made Shaun of the Dead. I forget what his name is.
I don't remember.
But it's that exact same kind of comedy, like British deadpan humor.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead's really fucking good.
I gotta watch that movie.
Was it?
There's a lot of movies I haven't seen.
Did Simon Pegg direct this movie? No, Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. They're just made by the same director, Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, he also did Paul.
The one about the alien?
And yeah, that was a pretty that one's kind of funny. I like Paul.
I've seen like trailers for it, but I've never seen the movie.
I forget. Edgar Wright's got like a lot of comedies, but he's got a lot of serious movies as well. Yeah, he's done some bangers.
I was just gonna put it out there. What would you guys rate the Mario movie? Prediction?
Haven't
seen it. Came out?
No,
predictions.
predictions.
Hasn't seen predictions.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Well, I've seen it.
I think it's gonna be a good movie. It's just gonna be distractingly bad voice acting by who the fuck's doing Mario again? Because it just
Chris
don't
Pratt.
sound like him.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, no offense to Chris Pratt, but bro is just talking into the microphone.
I feel like they should have got an actual voice actor to do Mario instead of Chris Pratt. Because you could tell that everyone else, like if you've seen the trailers, everyone else is trying. Even Seth Rogen is trying to do at least put on a voice.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna give it like a 6 or a 7 out of 10.
I feel like it'd be a
right
great
now
movie.
is my guess.
Probably be overshadowed by whatever's coming out around the same time.
I kind of doubt that if I'm being honest, but
I think the best part though is Jack Black's Bowser. He definitely sounds like he's having fun.
Oh no, he's gonna
Without
fucking
a
kick
doubt.
that movie. He's gonna carry.
He's gonna carry that.
Jack Black always carries.
Yeah, to be fair, we gotta watch the Kung Fu Panda movies. I hear they're really good.
Those are so elite.
Those are elite.
That and Tropic Thunder. If
Bro,
y'all haven't seen
I love
that.
Tropic Thunder. And no, we will not get canceled for that take. It is a great movie no matter what anyone says.
I don't care about the fucking blackface in that movie. That was literally the entire joke. Okay, the entire joke is that blackface is bad. Watch the movie before you start talking about it. That movie slaps.
It does.
No matter what.
We should watch Platoon.
Watch what?
Platoon.
Platoon's another good movie.
I've never watched it, man.
Platoon, you know the scene in Tropic Thunder where like what's his face is getting fucking shot up in like the beginning of the movie like a million fucking times and it's like over dramatically like waving his arms.
Yeah, is it
that's
Ben
a rip
Stiller
off of
that plays
Platoon.
the main
Yeah,
guy?
yeah, it's Ben Stiller. But yeah, that whole scene is literally a rip of Platoon.
Let's watch Borat.
Borat. King of the castle. King of the castle.
King of the castle.
Apocalypse Now would also be a good one.
Right, we gotta write these down for a movie
I'm
night.
not lie, man.
Yeah, we do.
Apocalypse Now is the one that's smell of whatever the fuck in the morning.
Napalm.
Yeah, smell of napalm. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
That movie's plot just makes no sense to me, man.
The entire like movie it's less of a war movie and more of a psychological thriller.
Oh wait, I don't think I've seen it, but I've heard of the story. It's what inspired Spec Ops: The Line, right?
I'm not sure about that, but it's.
I don't want to say too much because, I mean, you've all seen it, right?
I haven't played Spec Ops: The Line, but I've seen Apocalypse Now.
I'm talking about
a few times.
Apocalypse Now. God, I can't speak. Apocalypse Now. You guys seen it before, right?
Dude, it's okay to spoiler a fucking 75-year-old war movie. You should have seen it to begin with.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen it yet, but I know the plot. It's like, doesn't like one of the, like, they're after an army general who's gone crazy in the jungle?
Yes.
So, it's based off of the book Heart of Darkness, and it's Charlie Sheen's father, Martin Sheen. And the entire plot is that he's on a top secret mission to find Colonel Kurtz, who is a gone rogue MIA in, I think, Cambodia. No, I think it's Laos.
Yeah, he's in the jungle, right?
Right, and they don't know what's going on with them, and they send the main character to kill him, and he's trying to find any way or means of getting there
Yeah.
through Vietnam, through the war. And it's like this big psychological journey between like the main character and all the people around him, and all the people he meets, all the things that he sees during the war.
Yeah, we definitely gotta watch that then. That sounds like a great movie.
It slaps. It is a genuine classic.
Well, if you love that movie, then play Spec Ops: The Line. It has a very similar plot to it.
I planned to. When I was a kid, I always saw Spec Ops: The Line. I was like, that looks like a cool game I should play, but I never got around to it.
I tried playing it. Like, I'd probably enjoy the story. I just don't like the gameplay. But Sal keeps telling me that, it's meant to play like a shitty third-person shooter.
I heard that the ending for the game is a little fucked. Like,
yeah, I hear like so much about it that I want to play it. But I can't get past the gameplay.
Embarrassingly enough, I used to watch when I was like in middle school and shit. I used to watch Mojo Top 10s back when they weren't like completely awful. And I just remember one of like the one of the lists had Spec Ops: The Line, and like like how mentally fucked the ending for it was.
Yeah. I think that's where I first heard of Spec Ops: The Line, from Watch Mojo, actually.
Yeah, I watched a lot of that shit because I was like, I've always loved movies and shit, so I got like ideas for watching movies back then. Like I was in middle school, like at fucking 9 or 10 years old, watching movies like Friday the 13th and RoboCop, like the OG RoboCop, and like a bunch of 80s like action movies and shit.
I remember watching the first RoboCop in Spanish. It was great.
Oh lord, that movie go hard.
It do.
Did y'all see the new RoboCop? Not like new,
the 2016
like it came
one?
out. No, I think it came out earlier than that.
It was he was like all
2014.
Black, right?
Yeah, this movie, like, it's a good movie, but it's like, it has like a weirdly like dark feeling to it, I guess is how I'll put it. There's just something about it that's just like, I don't know, this is fucking depressing.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the better 80s movie like around that time was The Predator. Predator. I don't know. I don't remember what it was called. Because they've rebooted that movie so many times, I forget which one's the original.
The original?
Was it called Predator or The Predator? Because I know there's one of the reboots
Predator.
is called like that. It's Predator, right?
Yeah, it's called Predator, 1987.
Okay, because I know one of the reboots is literally The Predator and Predators. It's weird.
I want to see Prey, that new one that came out.
I hear good things about it. But yeah,
I've heard it's fantastic.
Predator, I watched that in Spanish and I love that movie. I've never seen it in English.
It goes hard.
It does go hard
when
either
it comes
way.
When it comes to like 80s action movies, I think like Terminator or Alien, or no, Alien was late 70s. Aliens, the second one with the colonial marines.
I've been meaning to watch
hard.
that. I hear so many good things about Aliens.
Alien and Aliens are both fantastic fucking movies.
I don't know, for horror movies, I tend to prefer slasher over like, I guess, monster stuff.
Yeah, I genuinely enjoy like most horror genres. I think my least favorite's like doll shit, like Chucky and Annabelle, but like I love horror monster movies, but I only like them when like I think that the design is done correctly, and I think Alien, like that series, did it right.
Yeah.
Predator did it right.
I don't know, for me, not to put down any other genre of horror, but slasher kind of just feels kind of more real, because the threat is usually still human in some way.
I'm not a big Friday the 13th guy,
Yeah.
but Halloween goes hard as fuck.
Bro, Scream goes hard, and you cannot argue with that.
I haven't seen it, so I have
Bro,
no
we gotta
frame
watch
of
Scream. I
reference.
love Scream. I love
Scream's
Scream
a
and Scary Movie
classic.
1. I love
Preacher.
Ghostface in general.
one creature horror movie that's kind of like or horror action that we need to watch is Pitch Black.
Pitch Black. Is that the one where like the demon moves in like darkness?
It's Vin Diesel.
Okay, no, then it's a different thing I'm thinking of. Because there's
It's
a recent
part
one.
of the Riddick series.
I'm thinking of a different movie where like there's like it's like a horror movie where there's a demon chasing a woman.
Lights Out?
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. Pitch Black is the very first movie in the Riddick series with Vin Diesel. And like the whole plot is like a ship full of passengers crash lands on a uncharted planet, and Riddick, the main character, is like a criminal who's like chained up, and like his whole special thing is that his eyes are different. Like he primarily sees in the dark, so he wears like goggles over his eyes so that he doesn't get fucking blinded by the sun. But basically the whole movie is like the people realize that the threat on the planet isn't Riddick. The planet has a period of a few, I think, months of pure darkness. And during the darkness, a bunch of creatures come out from underground to hunt. And they basically have to, like, work together with Riddick to get off the planet.
That sounds great.
I think I've never seen Riddick, but it's been such a long time.
This is probably one of my favorite horror movies of all time, if not like at least a top 3. And like the whole series goes fucking hard. The second one's kind of goofy.
Yeah, the second one just went fucking. Oh yeah, Vin Diesel, go fucking off.
He did go fucking off in that one.
I've never seen
like,
any of the Riddick movies.
The third one is basically just Pitch Black again, but like a little different. So like in my opinion, Pitch Black is easily like the best out of all 3. But they're apparently making a 4th one, which I'm excited for.
That's based.
Yeah, we gotta put more movies on the watch list.
We've got a lot.
We need to like get a watch list going in general.
We
Usually
technically do.
But
We technically do have a watch list. It's just we haven't been following it.
Yeah, we need to follow through.
Because Chad hasn't let us finish JoJo yet.
That's
Look,
true.
man.
True.
We're gonna get back into the swing of things pretty soon.
Alright, here's hoping.
Here is
Hoping.
hoping. Cause shit was getting lit. I'm not gonna lie.
JoJo's great, man. I don't know why we stopped. Especially in
Oh,
part
I
5.
either.
Part 5 is like one of the best parts.
I know we randomly stopped, but I think speaking of stopping,
I know you stopped because school and all that.
Yeah,
And then we just haven't continued since.
yeah. But back to what I was about to say. Speaking of stopping, just saying we are running a little bit long, and I got work in the morning.
Getting ready to wrap her up.
Yeah,
I
want to
think
wrap her
so.
up.
You guys want to do one more topic, just like a 5-minute topic?
Well,
What is it?
Mr. Beast is getting canceled again.
Oh, is this because of
It's because of the
stuff
blind
about
video.
blindness?
Yes.
That shit is unsufferable and dumb. And if you think Mr. Beast is bad,
No, the funny part is that Hassan made a response about it. He's saying that, oh, just because you're doing this for clout and shit.
What the fuck? Alright,
gives
he might
a
be doing it
fuck?
for clout. But you know who
I
else
don't
isn't doing
care
it? Who
if he
benefits?
does it for clout.
They still get their eyesight back, don't they?
Yeah, they get their eyesight.
Yeah.
Who cares if it was for
cares
clout?
if it's about clout?
And it's like, oh, well, not a lot of people can afford this stuff, you know? It's like,
Okay, so
he
he's
can.
paying for 100 people. That because people can't afford for it.
exactly. It's just... I like how Mr. Beast did a response saying, Twitter, rich people should help others with their money. Me, okay, I'll use my money to help people. And I promise I'll give away all my money before I die. Twitter, Mr. Beast, bad.
Especially
You
when
can't
it is,
please these
dude.
people,
It's
man.
so
You literally
dumb.
can't please these people.
Twitter ruins everything it fucking touches. You can't convince me otherwise.
Bro, if Jesus Christ came back himself as the second coming, Twitter would find a way to cancel this guy. I'm literally telling you right now. He could literally be the savior of mankind, and they will literally try to cancel him as he's saving mankind.
You look a little white.
All
Shouldn't you
of
be
Twitter
black?
just be like, up, the Christians were wrong and the Jews were right. Get fucked, idiots.
Good God. Okay. Well, back to what I was originally trying to say. Should we end it?
Yeah, probably. We've
That
been
was
going
5
on for a
minutes, so
while.
yeah, let's wrap it.
Alright, guys. Well, since I did the intro, I'll also do the outro. I hope you enjoyed our very funny podcast, which involved goofs and laughs and friendship being shared. And I hope if you're listening to this and you sneezed, bless you. And to all of those who are listening, a good night.
Alright, bye guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
We don't have a Patreon.